Hello, Teacher Rosario Bell here. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to calculate the area. Okay, remember in my previous video, I have introduced you what area is. So the area is the size of the surface. So we need two measurements, which is the length. The length is normally on top or bottom of the shape, and the width, which is normally sides of the shape, either left or right. Okay, so here is given the length is 8 centimeter and the width is 2 centimeters. Therefore, you see here 8 centimeter times 2 centimeter. It will give you the answer 16 centimeter square. And there is a little number 2 here. Don't forget to put little number 2 here because this is area. Okay, now let's go to question number 1 here. It is drawn on a grid paper. So if you can see here, there are small squares in this shape. So one side, the length of the small square is 1 unit, and the width of the small square is also 1 unit. So we can either count how many squares inside the shape, which is 6, or if you're asked to show working, you need to show that the length times the width. So here I have counted the squares. There are 6 squares, so the answer is the area for this shape is 6 square units. But if you ask to show working, you're going to show the working like this. The length is 3 units. The width is 2 units. So 3 times 2 will give you 6. So the area for this shape is 6 square units. Now let's go to number 2. Number 2 here, this is a triangle which is drawn on a grid paper. So again, one side of the small square inside is 1 unit and the other side is also 1 unit. So remember, this is a triangle. Triangle is half of a square or rectangle. So when we talk about half, this is what you need to remember. 1/2, the fraction of half. So we're going to use the fraction of half in front. So 1/2 times the height. The height, remember the height must be perpendicular line with the bottom, which is the base. So the height is 1, 2, 3 units. Now times the base. The base is down here. So the base is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. Okay. So let's check again. The height is 1, 2, 3 units. The base is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. So what do we have here? We have 1 on top is 1 times 3, that is 3. 3 times 5, that is 15. So we have 15/2. What does it mean by over 2? It means divide by 2. So 15 divided by 2 is 7.5 centimeter square. Okay, good. Let's move on. Let's go to number 3. Okay, number 3, if you look at here, you see the mark here. What does it mean? Yes, it means same. Okay, it means the same. So clearly this is a square. Okay, so because square has 4 equal sides. So what we need in a square, same thing. We need the length and also the width. So in a square, the length and the width should be the same. So if this is 6 centimeter, so here should be 6 centimeter as well. So the area of this square is 6 centimeter times 6 centimeter. 6 times 6 is 36. So the answer is 36 centimeters square. Okay, good. Now let's go to another triangle here. So if you can see here, this triangle is different from this triangle. Okay, the triangle here, you can right away see the height. But here, we don't use this as the height. We don't use this as the height. Remember, the height should be a perpendicular line to the base. So this is the height. So again, this is a triangle. So when we talk about triangle, the triangle is half of a quadrilateral, half of a square or a rectangle. So when we say half, we need to use the fraction of 1/2. So 1/2 times the height. This is the height, 6 centimeter. And times the base, 10 centimeter. Okay, now, since we have a fraction here, we can simplify. We can simplify this with either 6 or 10 because there is 6 in table 2, there is 10 in table 2 as well. So I want to keep the 10 because table 10 is quite easy. So I'm going to do 2 and 6 here. So this is 2 times 1 and here is 2 times 3. So the area for this triangle is 1 times 3 is 3 and then 3 times 10 is 30. So the answer is 30 centimeter square. Okay. Oh, another triangle here. Okay. So this is, if you can see it, that is 2.5 centimeter. Yes. Okay. So again, triangle, we need to use a fraction of 1/2 because triangle is half of rectangle or square. So we need to use fraction 1/2 here. Times the height is 2.5 centimeter and times the base, which is 3 centimeter. Okay, so there is nothing that we can simplify here because this is 2.5. There's no 2.5 in table 2 and there is no 3 in table 2. So what can we do? We just multiply as usual. So 1 times 2.5 is still 2.5. So I'm going to show you here. So 1 times 2.5 is 2.5 and times 3. So here is times 3. Okay, so let's find this. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. There's a decimal point here, 1 decimal place, so it's 1 decimal place. So it is 7.5. Don't forget, we still have these 2 at the bottom. We're not done yet. So we still need to divide by 2. So let me erase this one. So let's divide by 2. 7.5 divide by 2. Okay, so there's no 7 in table 2, but the nearest is 6. So that is 2 times 3 is 6. The remainder is 1, 5. So there's no 15 in table 2. The nearest is 14. So this is 0.2 times 7 is 14. The remainder is 1. I need to finish this, so I put 0 behind here. That is 10 now. So there is 10 in table 2. That is 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, done. So the final answer is 3.75 centimeter square. Okay, again, please do not forget, if you don't simplify like this, you still have number 2 below here. If you have simplified the fraction of 1 over 2, you don't have to divide anymore because here is already 1. So whatever you divide with 1 is still give you the same answer. So this is actually 30 over 1. So 30 over 1 is still 30. But here, since you cannot simplify this number 2 here, you still have number 2 at the bottom here. It means you need to divide by 2. So whatever you have up here, divide it by 2. Then only you have the final answer. Okay, please take note about that. Just like this question, you see here? Because I don't simplify this number 2, whatever I have on top here, I have to divide it by 2. Okay, I hope you are clear with that. Okay, good luck in doing your other exercises. See you soon.